Next stop, Monaco, baby.
Who'd have thought we'd take our boat to Monaco? This is Intrepid Bear, a 40-foot sailboat off to explore the world with her crew Ian and Kate.
Come aboard and let's see what's out there.
We've got about 5 or 6 knots of true wind now from the southwest, but we've only got about an hour and a half to go, so I'm going to be a lazy sailor today. Just put the head sail out just to give us a bit of a boost, because we wouldn't be fully sailing at 5 knots under both sails. So yeah, we're going to be a bit lazy, head sail only, and that'll give us a boost. Just release the car, let it come back about halfway from where it is now. Jib sheet cars control the angle of the sheet to the sail. As a very general rule of thumb, the tighter the angle to the wind, then the further back the car should be. A sheet is the name given to the rope that pulls sails in and out. So that will have to do for now. It's giving us a boost. So just approaching the marina, 20 minutes to go. On satellite images you can see there are finger pontoons between the berths, but the instructions say stern to as per med mooring, but that means us dropping the dinghy and everything. So I'm hoping we can go bows to with a finger berth alongside a finger berth, but again from the satellite image it does look like there may be some ground lines, so they might have a combination of both. But what we're going to do is leave the dinghy up, we're going to fender both sides. We'll go in and have a look and hope with the view to going in bows first, so we can leave the dinghy where it is. Right, bow line on when we can, please. So I've got an unusual mooring arrangement here in that we've got a finger pontoon, which is really handy. It means we don't have to drop the dinghy to reverse into a spot, but on a finger pontoon with a ground line, which is unusual. Never come across that before, first time. But the finger pontoon isn't really long enough to reach the gate, so we have to climb over the side of the boat. But at least we didn't have to drop the dinghy, so that's the main thing. The Principality of Monaco is a tiny sovereign state on the French Riviera. It is widely recognised as one of the most expensive and wealthiest places in the world. The marina that we were in, Cap d'Isle, was actually still in France. However, the border with Monaco is right at the edge of the marina. We paid just under 50 euros a night versus what would have been 140 per night in central Monaco. There are no border controls entering Monaco, and it's just a short walk from Cap d'Isle. This is the marina next to us, Fontvierville or something like that. Amazing cliffs surrounding it, and then up on top of those cliffs, that's where the palace is that we're heading to this morning, the Monte Carlo Palace. It's warm now.
So we'd never be a marauding force.
Yes. Yeah, we'll never be part of a invading army in the Mediterranean. It's too damn hot.
I see all these steps, we're like, nah, keep it.
Keep it, have it. Yeah, that is Monaco main harbour, I suppose you like. Kind of reminds me of Gibraltar a little bit, and it's everything packed into a tiny little space. Loads of buildings, but a bit richer than Gibraltar.
Total square kilometres.
Yeah, according to a map thing that Kate had, According to a map that Kate had, it said 2.1 square kilometres in total, which, considering we probably walked a kilometre here already, it doesn't seem right. But the changing of the guards at the palace was a big thing each day, which it seems absolutely everyone came to see. The palace square became quite crowded. It's hard to really sum up Monaco in a short video segment. It lives up to its wealthy reputation, but it is an interesting place to visit. It's not really our vibe as we're not really city people, and it is mainly just a city. However, the old town and palace are pretty. There are some peaceful gardens, and it is nestled on a stunning piece of coastline. Heading west from the marina is the stunning coastline leading out towards Cap d'Isle itself.
Where are we?
Cap d'Isle by L, which translates to garlic, so I call it Cape Garlic.
This is the actual Cape Dial, Garlic Cape. Over there is Monaco. We're going to stay here until Saturday. At least there's a massive Mistral blowing through for the next, who knows how many days, 4 or 5 days. And we should avoid the worst of it here. So we're going to stay here till Saturday and then work out whether to go east or west.
Ahead of the forecast Mistral, storm clouds were building.
It's not always sunny in the Med. It's the first time we've seen a lot of rainfall. Quite a few weeks, and there's a lot of it now.
The rain soon passed and our time in the marina was up. We had hoped to extend as the distant Mistral was still threatening to send swell into the area, but there was no space. We slipped the lines and hoped that an anchorage at Bully-sur-Mer would provide a comfortable night. We enjoyed one peaceful night at anchor, explored a little, and then were treated to an impressive firework display. But then things took a turn for the worse.
Bonjour monsieur, parlez-vous anglais? Oh, yeah. Je parle un petit peu de français. Avez-vous un amarrage pour 12 mètres bateau pour aujourd'hui et la nuit?
Just discussing, we've probably had one of the worst nights on Intrepid Bear, but we haven't really told you a lot of what's going on, so ask Ian all about it. Why are we on the phone to Marina? Why are we at anchor? What's been going on?
So there's a big Mistral blowing down the coast from us, so that's pushing a lot of swell up, but there's also some waves coming the other way. The marina we were in couldn't keep us for a few more days because they had spaces, and no other marinas had space that we could find. So we came out to anchor here in Beaulieu-sur-Mer, and it was okay for the first night, although it's a bit lumpy, and it was just settling down, and then suddenly we could just literally go to bed and it's just rolling all over the place. Some really big swell coming in from the southeast, to the point that I think our stern was into it at one point, and we slapped so hard on the water that Kate got splashed because she sleeps underneath the aft hat. But none of the nights since we came out of the marina have been great, and so it's kind of wearing. The Mistral's still blowing and it's quite rough out beyond that headland, so we can't go easily to the west. But I've just phoned the marina that we were in, and they've said we can go back there today at about 12:30. So we'll get off the boat for a bit now, and then we'll go back to a marina for tonight. But yeah, it doesn't take many nights of rolliness for us to get pretty fed up. So yeah, we're a bit fed up at the moment.
One of those life choice moments. You just lie there last night. I think we had breaking waves around us at one point. It felt like, because we were stern to the waves, which was actually probably better when we were pitching than when we go on beam on and rolling. But yeah, we're both quite exhausted. We haven't filmed much recently. The last few days it's just been stuck on a boat, and last night a rolly hell. So go back to a marina for tonight and pick up the story after that.
After a couple of days recharging back in Cap Dial, things looked a whole lot better. Monaco was our most easterly point on this leg of the journey, and we had been hoping to cross to Corsica to spend some more time there before heading to the Balearic Islands. However, we realised that we did not have time to do justice to both, and having already visited Corsica, we instead started our journey towards the west. We set sail bound for Toulon and enjoyed 3 days of really nice sailing. We dropped anchor on the way back in both Saint-Tropez and Hyères, but as we've already shown you those places, let's just enjoy some cracking sailing.
Nice it is just to sit here on the bow and enjoy the sailing. Or we sit in the cockpit and it's beautiful out here.
So just coming out through the harbour, they've given us our berth allocation of R057, and we've got a map of the port so we can see where R is. They told us it's on the east side, so we're tucked right in tight, so it might be quite a snug manoeuvre, but we know exactly where we're going. The wind is going to be on our nose, I would say, although it's often different right in on the port. So we'll just go on in and see how it shapes up. It's going to be stern too, so we'll have to stop outside, drop the dinghy, and put it on the bow so that we can reverse into the space. painted. Looking towards Toulon from the port, it looks a little bland, but once behind that initial impression, it was an attractive and pleasant town to spend some time.
You look very French, darling.
So I had a quick look around Toulon the other night, and it was okay. It was just like a quayside drinks place, but actually found the centre now, and it's quite pretty. It's quite nice. Be nice to sit out and eat and have a drink in the centre. Very nice. So apparently, so Kate tells me, there are 200 fountains in Toulon. I don't intend to find them all, don't worry. But here's one. Seems to be built on a huge rock. I don't know if the rock was shipped in or what, but interesting.
Double cheeseburger.
After 4 days in Toulon, it was time to set sail. We were undecided on whether to sail straight to the Balearic Islands from Toulon or whether to visit Barcelona first. Ultimately, it was a weather-based decision. Do join us next time to find out which we chose and enjoy the sail with us.
Whale! What? There, whale!
If you enjoy what we do, please do keep supporting us by liking and commenting on this video. Share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. After 3 seasons at sea, our camera gear is getting tired, and every interaction helps gain ad revenue to replace it. If you want to help more directly, you can join our amazing patrons, who've already saved the day several times with their generous support. In return, we give you early access without those pesky ads. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.